दयामय गुरुदेव दयामय गुरुदेव दयामय गुरुदेव दयामय गुरुदेव दया প্রাণের যাতনা জানব কি তোমা হয়েছে যন্ত্রণা শ্রীকৃষ্ণে ভজিতে নাহি চাহে মতি বিষয় ভোগেতে প্রবল আসক্তি আশা নাহি ছাড়ে মন বিষয়ের বিষয়ের আশা নাহি ছাড়ে মন বিষয়ের আশা নাহি কৃষ্ণ দাস্যা ভুলি মায়ার ভজিনু আপন স্বরূপ কবু না চিন্তিনু কৃষ্ণ ভুলি মায়াতে আকৃষ্ট মায়াতে আকৃষ্ট গুরুদেব দুষ্ট সঙ্গ ফল না বুঝিনু হায় সাধু কাছে যেতে হিত হল বজ্র গুরুদেব দয়াময় কনক কামিনী লাভ পূজায়াশা চাহে মোরা চিত্তায়ার প্রতিষ্ঠা কনক কামিনী লাভ পূজায়াশা চাহে গুরুদেব দয়াময় গুরুদেব দয়াময় তব কৃপা কর তব কৃপা হেন মাতে যাতে তব দাসাধাম হেন মাতে যাতে তব দাসাধাম তব পদধাম তব পদধাম গুরুদেব দয়াময় গুরুদেব দয়াময় গুরুদেব Mahamantra. What next? Mahamantra? Anyone wants to sing Mahamantra? This devotee, you want to sing Mahamantra? No? Why? You're shy? Sing. You're shy? Close your eyes and sing for Krishna. Only Krishna is there. Only Krishna is there in front of you, no one else.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
So you want to get a watch in front of me? You want to bring a clock in front of me? Timepiece. You don't have a table clock or wall clock? Okay. You are beyond time. That's so nice. I can keep this? Okay. So Madhukar Prabhu, why don't you take asan? So what is the program like? I'm going to speak for a while and then and other devotees, they want anyone wanting to speak? Nobody? No, Prabhu? Huh? No? Okay. So, what do you want me to speak about? Glories of Guru Maharaj? Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Namayom Vishnupadaya Shri Gaura Priyamurtaye Srimate Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Namine Kripaya Kshamatam Aparadhi Janam Khalushayuta Shakta Sudina Naram Supathe Parichalaya Sarvadinam Pranamami Cha Madhava Devapadam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Bhuje Savya Venum Shirashishiki Picham Katitate Dukulam Netrante Sahachara Kataksham Vidadhate Sada Srimad Vrindavana Vasati Leela Parichayo Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me Vande Nanda Vrajastrinam Padarenum Abhikshnashah Yasham Harikathodgitam Punati Bhuvanatrayam Bhaktya Vihina Aparadha Lakshay Kshiptascha Kamadi Taranga Madhye Kripamayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Numaste Charanaravindam Bhumau Skhalita Padanam Bhumireva Yavalambanam Tvayajata Aparadhanam Tvamaiva Sharanam Prabho Vagisha Yasya Vadare Lakshmir Yasya Cha Vakshyasi यस्यास्ति हृदये संवित्तं नृसिंहमहं भजे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. At first, I offer my most humble and respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my most revered Srila Gurudev, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Srila Maharaj, and pray for His causeless mercy to sing His glories, and I offer my respectful obeisances unto all to the Siksha Gurus. I pray my respectful obeisances to all the persons who are assembled here and pray for their causeless grace. So, our dear God sister Bhanumati, have to be louder. Okay. So our dear god sister Bhanumati and her dear husband, they have, they started living in Mayapur, and I heard that they are conducting some programs weekly or bi-weekly ones. Most revered Srila Gurudev, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, he used to say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given 5 principal limbs of devotion. There are, from the Tantra Shastras, from the Shruti Shastras, if you see, there are 1008 limbs of devotion. And Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he has condensed them, and he has advised 64 kinds of devotional limbs of practice. And if we see Srimad Bhagavatam, the conversation between Prahlad and his father Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj says that there are 9 principal forms of devotion, limbs of devotion. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has condensed all of them, and then he has principally given 5 limbs of devotion. Association of the sadhus, chanting of the holy name, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam faithfully from bona fide sadhus, and staying in a holy dham, Mathuravas, and Shraddhaya Srimurti Sevan, faithfully serving the deity of the Supreme Lord. These are the 5 principal forms of devotion that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advocated for the living entities of Kali Yuga. And among all, he says, Tar Madhye Sarvasreshta Nama Sankirtan. Among these, Sarvasreshta, topmost, is Nama Sankirtan, the Sankirtana of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Our most revered Srila Guru Maharaj says, what is Sankirtana? Sankirtana means Samyak Kirtan. Samyak Kirtan means there are 3 different meanings to the holy name of Sankirtan. One is, when many persons are sitting together with the help of various devotional instruments, they are singing the holy name, it is called Sankirtan. Another meaning of Sankirtan is, actually there is no difference between Lord's name, form, qualities, pastimes and associates. They are all one and the same. Like in this material world, the name and the named are different. The name and the qualities that can be ascribed with the name, or the name that describes the qualities, and actually the person who has got that name, they are completely different. Kamala Lochan, lotus-eyed person, but he is blind. A blind person can have the name Kamala Lochan, isn't it? Name in this material world is given just to distinguish one person from another, not to show his qualities or characteristics. Whereas Krishna's name is not to distinguish from others. Sandipana Muni, Garga Muni, by seeing the child, the qualities of the child, he says, Krishna means one who attracts all and one who gives pleasure to all. Krishna, he who attracts and gives pleasure. Because he has got this quality of attracting everyone, not only just the animate beings, even the inanimate beings are attracted by the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If you have visited Charan Pahadi in Vrindavan Dham, you see that when Krishna was playing the flute, even the stone got melted. Stone is not supposed to get melted. We say stone-hearted fellow, means it doesn't get melted. But by the touch of Krishna, by listening to the flute of Krishna, even the stone got melted. Means not only the mobile creatures, even the immobile creatures, they simply get attracted by Supreme Lord. Therefore, his name should be Krishna, not to distinguish from Balaram or from some other person in Brajadham. That's the apt name. Whereas in this material world, the name and the named, the name that describes the qualities and actually the name that is given to the person, there is no match. Activities, there is no match. Karuna Prabhu, very compassionate, Karuna, his name is Karuna, but his activities are merciless. Merciless activities, but his name is Karuna. So what he is doing and what his name is, there is no tally. Whereas Krishna, all merciful, most magnanimous, is not only attracting everyone, but he is giving mercy, his magnanimity. In Sanskrit, Data, Mahadata, Vadanyo, Mahavadanyo. There are 4 words. One may see that all the 4 almost mean the same. Data, donor. Mahadata, very big donor. Vadanyo, magnanimous. Mahavadanyo, most magnanimous. Well, donation, a person is donating means he is magnanimous. So what is the difference? Actually, there is a difference between these terms. Who is Data? Who is a donor? A donor is a one who wants to give something. He is giving something, but he is not really worried about whether the recipient wants it or not. I want to give him 100 rupees or I want to give him XYZ. But whether he is in need of it, I don't really care. So he is a donor. I want to give food to someone. Mahadata means a great donor is a person who gives in a grand way. He is giving food, he is supplying drink also along with it, he is also supplying nice place to stay or whatever. He is a Mahadata, great donor. But he is not really concerned whether my stomach is full. There are people, Prabhu, please eat gulab jamun. No, my stomach is full. No, but I want to give this to you. Baba, my stomach is full. No, please, I want to give this to you. You eat in the evening. So, he is a donor. But, Vadanya, who is a Vadanya? Vadanya is magnanimous. What is being magnanimous? Magnanimous means he is actually now is thinking about what the recipient actually wants. What is the recipient in need of? Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna, sadhus, gurus, Vaishnavas, they have not come to give whatever, is scarcity in this world. Whatever we think is scarcity in this world. Because Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, there is no scarcity except Harikatha in this material plane. If there is any scarcity in this material world, that is Harikatha. Why? Why the scarcity? Because when everyone here in this material world is hankering for so many things which will never, give them pleasure or peace, lasting pleasure or peace. It will give for some time, but it's not going to be lasting for a long time. We are these days going through the pastime of Vedavyasa Muni that's written by in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 4th chapter in the 1st canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Very nicely it is elaborated, where Vedavyasa Muni, he has classified the Vedas for the sake of all the living entities. He has written so many scriptures. He has written Puranas. He has also written Mahabharata. Because not everyone is eligible to go through the Vedas. Not everyone can understand the Puranas. Not everyone want that. Some want dharma, some want kama, some want moksha, some want artha. Means religiosity, economic development, sense gratification and liberation. People in general are searching for these 4 things only. So Vedavyasa Muni has supplied this. Why I am saying this is how sadhus are magnanimous. I want to come to that point. Vedavyasa Muni, he has done it thinking that these are the requirements of the people of this material world. Everyone is wanting to acquire money. So he has written Artha Shastra, how one can attain wealth. So many persons have so many desires. In order to get those desires fulfilled, he has written Kama Shastra. And someone wants to perform religious activities, righteous activities, and want to ascend themselves to Swargaloka, heavenly planets. So he has written, even for their purpose also, Dharma Shastras. But then he thought there are a certain class of people who would want to attain liberation. They don't want dharma, artha, kama. So he has written even scriptures that are in connection to liberation. But yet, he is not finding any peace. He is sitting on the banks of Saraswati river in Badrikashram and he is meditating. What mistake did I do? If you do good to others, you will be peaceful. You will find peace in your heart. If you disturb others, naturally you will get disturbed. Because as you sow, so shall you reap. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Some of our Maharaj says with a compound interest. Every action has equal and opposite reaction with compound interest. You understand compound interest, right? Mathematics. With compound interest. So, you get that. Vedavyasa Muni, what he has done? He has done for the welfare of people. So what is he supposed to get? His own welfare, his own peace. But he is not finding it. So Vedavyasa Muni, when he is talking to himself, he prayed to his Gurudev, Narada Goswami. Narada Goswami appeared in front of him and then he asked the question that Narada Goswami asked Vedavyasa Muni is your Atma, that is in connection with your mind and body, at peace? Try to analyze the question. The question itself is very, very tricky, or I can say that the answer is there within that question itself. I repeat, the question is your Atma in connection with mind and body at peace? Is your Atma at peace? Nobody need to ask it, because Atma is Satchidananda. Sat, Chit and Ananda, it's blissful. Atma can never be unhappy. Atma can never be unhappy. Atma is ever happy. But his question is your Atma in connection with mind and body at peace? Means when we identify ourselves as mind or body, then we will be deprived of the Atma's true principle, that is Sat, Chit and Ananda. Because we identify ourselves to be belonging to this material world, and we think that the material relations are mine, and any problem that happens to our relatives is our problem. I give an example usually that these days our materialistic mentality has extended so much to such a degree that, let's say, if I have purchased this house and somebody is scraping on this paint on the wall, hey, don't disturb. It's as if someone is touching my heart and someone is like really hurting me. He's scratching the wall, Baba. He's not doing anything. It's outside you. It's not you. It's completely made of a material that is not at all in relation with you. But yet our relation has gone to such a gross level that even paint is scratched that we can repaint, no problem. That is also so painful to us. Why? Because the more we try to get related ourselves to the material things, these material things are never going to give us actual pleasure. Or even if they give, that is only for a very, very temporary time. For how long? I have purchased this house. My neighbor, I have seen that he has purchased a better bungalow than me. Finished. I will not get any more pleasure from this house. Why? Because my neighbor has a better house. So, my identity gone to what a degree? My identification has gone to such a degraded degree that, I have extended myself to so many things. Vedavyasa Muni's problem is still different. Our problem is even further extended. So, Narad Goswami asked question, is your Atma in connection with the mind and body at peace? It can never be at peace. Because body is always restless. Body can never be peaceful. Guru Maharaj says that Atma and Anatma, non-Atma, not Atma, these are two opposite principles, matter and spirit. Spirit is all blissful. Spirit is eternal. Matter is temporary. Matter is, unhappy. Matter is, most, conditioning. So, Vedavyasa Muni replies that, my dear master, you know everything. You know everything. That I am not at peace. Why? Have you done any harm to anybody? Have you done any harm to anyone? No. I have in fact done good for others. If you have done good for others, then the result should be good. If you have done good, how can you get bad result? I have written exam nicely. Mother asks, how did your exam go? Very nice. Then, which means that the result should be very nice. If it's a failure, then you lied. So, here, Guru Maharaj used to say, Falena falakaranam anumiyate. Means by the result, you can understand the cause. If the result is good, which means that the cause to perform that activity must be good. So here, Vedavyasa Muni, he says, no, I am not at peace. Have you done any good? Yes, I did. What did you do? What good did you do? Hare Krishna Prabhu. What good did you do? No, people, they are looking for dharma, religiosity, to transcend to, higher planets for more happiness. I have provided them the means. People want artha, money, wealth. I have provided them the means to attain that. People have so many desires, and I have given them an opportunity to get all those desires fulfilled. Then Narada Goswami says, you have done the most abominable thing. Most abominable thing? Why are you saying like this? Because people are already conditioned. They have naturally they got tendency to, get attracted to the material things, which are only going to give troubles. And now you have given them an opportunity and you have branded, Vedavyasa Muni has said it, which means that you have actually given a stamp, approval. Yes, you can do this. Tomorrow, everyone is going to say, you see, Vedavyasa Muni himself told that you can do this activity. So you being a guru of the entire community, entire human race, not only human race, Jagat Guru, you are performing such an activity. Why do you think that you will get peace? No, my dear master, I have also written scriptures for liberation. Those who are completely fed up with materialistic way of living, I have supplied them enough, the way to get liberated. Narada Goswami did not say you did a very great thing, very nice thing. Narada Goswami says you have done even more degraded thing. Why? Because people want to get liberated, and I have supplied them, I have provided them means to attain that liberation. You are telling that you have done even more degraded thing. Why you are saying this? Atma, what is the principle of Atma? Atma's principal property is to be in Ananda. Atma means bliss. By liberation, by merging with Brahman, Ananda is finished. Ananda is completely finished. Even Sukadev Goswami, who was Brahmanishtha, who was completely merged in Brahmananda, he himself got attracted by listening to the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. What is there in Brahmananda? In this material world, there are waves of suffering. And in Viraja, which is the border between the material world and the spiritual plane, it's a neutral plane. There is no suffering. And the planet of Brahmaloka, complete neutrality. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatmana Sochati Nakanksiti, no desires, nothing, no happiness, no distress, completely neutral plane. But this is not the property of Atma. This is not the tendency of Atma. Atma is always blissful. Sat, Chit and Ananda. You have killed that Ananda. You have, by supplying this, means to get liberated, you have actually deprived the living entities from their true, Ananda state. Then what am I supposed to do? You don't know what you are supposed to do? You should sing the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Oh, I have sung. Where? Narada asking, where you sang the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna? In Mahabharata, I sang the glories of Supreme Lord. Particularly Bhagavad Gita, I have sung the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Guru Maharaj used to say here, Krishna Kirtan hua nahi. He used to say in Hindi, you have not sung Krishna Kirtan, you have not sung the glories of Supreme Lord. No, I have. No, you have not. If you have actually sung the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, then the result is Ananda. Because Supreme Lord is Raso Vaisaha. He is supreme bliss. Anyone coming in contact with supreme bliss can never be in Nirananda, in dissatisfied state or unhappy. If anyone coming in contact with Ananda and he is not getting Ananda, how is it possible? Is it possible? A person has come in contact with Ananda, a person has come in contact with fire and it's not burning. Is it possible? If one has actually come in contact with the fire The fire will burn him. You may say, no, I have worn some, insulating material. Yes, that is the reason your hand is not burned. Because the fire's property is to burn. In a similar manner, even after singing Supreme Lord's glories, if you have not got Ananda, you have insulated yourself with matter. Your mind, your consciousness has been covered with matter. And therefore, even after touching Krishna, you are not getting bliss. We are singing kirtans. We are, speaking about Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. We are hearing about Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, but still we are not getting bliss. Means, actually we have not sung the glories. Actually we have not performed Harikatha. Actually we have not heard. Because it cannot happen that one has come in contact with Krishna and he is still deprived of happiness. Impossible. Vedavyasa Muni Narada Goswami says that you have not come in contact with Supreme Lord. You have not sung the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna for the satisfaction of Krishna. Yes, you have written in Mahabharata. For what? Again for dharma, artha, kama. Again to attain some materialistic desires fulfilled, you have sung the glories. The target is not Krishna. The target is your material desire. Then why Krishna will come? Guru Maharaj used to speak in this manner, very, very, avesh, in extreme, absorption. He would say this. You have not come in contact with Krishna. If you have come in contact with Krishna, how can you not get Ananda? Impossible. If you serve Krishna for material purpose, why Krishna will come? He will give only material things. And with this material non-eternal things, how can you get happiness? You may say that I am chanting. Koti janma jadi kari shravana kirtan tabu na paye Krishna premadhan. For millions of lifetimes chanting, millions of lifetimes doing devotional activities, tabu na paye Krishna premadhan. Despite of that, we can be deprived of Krishna prem. Why? Because we have not done the way it has to be done. We have done mechanically. We have performed an activity. But the way it has to be performed, we have not done that. Just like Vedavyasa Muni. Vedavyasa Muni is not an ordinary person. He is Saktyavesh avatar. He is an empowered incarnation of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Among the 25 incarnations that are written in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vedavyasa is one of them. Saktyavesh avatar. Then why is he doing like this? Does he not know? Guru Maharaj used to say that Vedavyasa Muni is performing a pastime and letting all of us know, what more can you do than what I did for all the living entities? Is there anything else? You can supply food. You can supply money, you can supply house, education, etc. You can do so many things. But I have given the means to attain whatever each and every single person is wanting. That is Vadanya. If you remember, we were talking about Data, Mahadata, Vadanya, Mahavadanya. I'll get to that. That is Vadanya. Whatever people are wanting, that Vedavyasa Muni has supplied. But yet, no peace. Guru Maharaj is telling here that Vedavyasa Muni has performed this pastime in order to let all of us know that what more can you do than this, what I did. But still I had got no peace. Why do you think that you will get peace? Shaktyavesh avatar, the most empowered incarnation of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, literary incarnation. Then he submits to Guru. Hey Gurudev, Tava Shri Charan, Sevijeno Ami, Janama Janam. We sang, my dear Gurudev, birth after birth I fall at your feet, birth after birth I want to serve you. Because the relation with Sri Guru is eternal. It's not going to be finished with the body. When the body is finished, all the temporary material relations are finished, but not the spiritual relations. Our relation with Sri Guru is eternal. It's an eternal journey. When we are married to someone, then in Indian procedure, the bride and the groom promises to the bride that for 7 lifetimes I will be with you. In the Vedic culture it is there. For 7 lifetimes I will be with you. And he keeps all the 5 Pancha Mahabhutas as the witness and he promises. But what is 7 lifetimes? These days even 7 years they are not staying together. 7 lifetimes is a far-fetched thing. 7 years they are not staying together. Promises they are making. But when it comes to fulfillment, it's not happening. Why? Are we not going to get result for this? Don't think that we are not going to get result for this. We are going to get suffering for this for sure. We are keeping witness, someone as witness, and we are promising, and we are not fulfilling it. We will definitely get result for all these things. But we don't fear. Who has seen the next life? And next life, when it comes, oh, he's such a nice man, but why he is getting so much suffering? God is merciless. God is not merciless. He was merciless in his previous birth. What you know of his previous birth? We are making immediately God merciless. God is not merciless. In the judgment, in the court of God, there cannot be any misjudgment. So, coming back to the point, Vedavyasa Muni is not satisfied. I was talking about Guru's relationship. The relationship with Guru is eternal. Sevijeno ami janama janam ei ashirvad yachi abhajan tava pade sthana chai. Here, Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj is writing that my only wish, my dear Guru, my only wish is that may I serve your lotus feet birth after birth. Ei ashirvad yachi abhajan tava pade sthana chai. This abhajan means this most unworthy fellow is praying to your feet that please shower your mercy and give me your service birth after birth. And that Guru is eternal. Narada Goswami was not physically present in front of Vedavyasa Muni, but he remembered Narada Goswami came. We may say our Gurudev is no more, he disappeared, he is not physically present, but they are beyond all the physical barriers. Time, space, none of these things can bind anything that is transcendental. Transcendental itself means beyond time. Beyond time. So, Vedavyasa Muni, he is telling that now Gurudev, please tell me what I should do. Because here one of the lessons that all of us should get or try to understand is that whatever we may want to do or whatever we do, thinking it to be good for others or good for me, it may not be so. But when Guru says, when the Vaishnavas say, if it is done under the direction of Guru and Vaishnavas, then it is bound to yield a everlasting result. Therefore, we should always try to bring ourselves at the feet of Guru Vaishnavas and carry their orders. So Vedavyasa Muni, who has got not peace, he is now requesting Narada Goswami, please tell me what I am supposed to do. Sing the glories of Supreme Lord for His pleasure only. To satisfy Him, because if He is satisfied, yasmin tushte sarvamidam tushtam bhavati. If He is satisfied, everything else and everyone else is satisfied. Our Guru Maharaj used to give an example. These are all not spoken just like that. Everything is there in scriptures, everything is there in the literature. We have a number of evidences. When Dhruva Maharaj was chastised by his stepmother, Suruchi Devi, and he was weeping and then he was in great pain. Suniti Devi, you all know, I am not going to elaborate on that. Suniti Devi, she advises that you chant the glories of Hari or you worship Hari. Hari is, what is the meaning of Hari? The one who drives away all miseries. You all sing the Kirtan, right? What Kirtan? Bilamangal Thakur has written a very nice Kirtan. Chauragraganya Purushashtaka. The greatest thief. What is that? What is the starting of Chauragraganya Purushashtaka? Braje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram Gopangananam Chadukula Chauram Aneka Janmarjita Papa Chauram Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami. Hari Harati Hridaya Granthi Vasana Rupam Iti Hari. What is the meaning of Hari? Harati Hridaya Granthi Vasana Rupam. Granthi means knots. Hridaya Granthi means knots in the heart. Harati means removes or steals. Hari means thief. The meaning of Hari is thief. But he is a nice thief. Not like a material thief. Material thief plunders only wealth. But he is such a thief that he, steals away all our bad activities, sinful activities. Harati Hridaya Granthi. All the knots in the heart are simply stolen by Supreme Lord. What kind of knots? Vasana Rupam. Vasana means attachment, material desires, greed. This is called Vasana. Vasana Rupa means our knots of material attachment, Harati, they are stolen by Hari. Therefore, Hare Krishna. What is the meaning of Hare Krishna? When we are chanting Krishna's name, we are praying for him. But we are, I have to chant 16 rounds today, I have to chant 64 rounds today, just get rid of this number and then do other things. That's not for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is just to get rid of a certain job. So, Braje Prasiddham Navanita Choram. Braje Prasiddham means he is very famous in Braja. Who? Navanita Choram. This person is very famous for stealing butter. Somebody is famous for, good things. But here is a person, he is very famous for stealing butter. What butter? He has so much butter in the house. Nanda Maharaj has so many millions of cows in his house. Is he in shortage of butter or clarified butter or milk or yogurt? What shortage is that he is stealing? But still he is famous for his stealing of the butter. Why? Because he does anything only for the pleasure of devotees. Krishna means devotees. Devotees means Krishna. Krishna does not know any world other than devotees. And devotees know no world other than Krishna. Therefore, if any activity is performed Krishna, there are devotees. In Kartik Vrata we sing, he is taking bath with devotees. He is eating with devotees. He is taking cows to graze them in the forest, he is doing with the devotees. He is doing midday pastimes with Radharani in the Radha Kunda with devotees. Again he is, Brahma Vimohan Leela, that pastime, whatever pastime you see with devotees only. So, whatever the Lord does, the purpose is only and only to please his devotees. Because the devotees are performing everything to please only and only Krishna. This is mutual. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. In whatever way one worships me or in whatever way one relates himself with me, I reciprocate. Kannaya, I cannot stay without you. Yes, I cannot also stay without you. Kannaya, I need nice wife. Okay, here is your nice wife. So, if we want Krishna, then Krishna will be there. But if we want anything other than Krishna, I am praying Krishna. What do you want? No, I want beautiful wife. No, I want money. I want a beautiful house. Okay, take it, go away. But if we pray Krishna, I want you. Yes, I am there with you. So, this fellow Krishna, Braje Prasiddham is very famous in Braja for what? Navanita Chauram, for stealing butter. And Gopangananam cha Dukula Chauram, he is also very famous for stealing what? The clothes of the gopis. Is it something to be praised? Something that needs to be, most abominable thing. Stealing the, clothes of gopis. But here Bilomangal Thakur is, what's his name? Not Bilomangal Thakur. It's written by Vallabhacharya. He is telling that you are such a great thief that you are stealing the cloths of the gopis. Not only that, Gopanganana Aneka Janmajita Papa Chauram. Whatever sins that one has accumulated from millions and millions of lifetimes, he is stealing that also. Yadi anamapi haratya shesham giri prasaranapi paparashim ascharya rupo nana chaura idrik drishta shritova namaya kadapi. There he is telling that yadi anamapi harati ashesham giri prasadanapi paparashim. Simply by chanting the name of Hari, Giri Prasaranapi Paparashin, mountains and mountains of sinful activities are stolen. Finished. What kind of thief is he? What kind of thief is he that he is stealing even the sinful activities? Because he does not want to keep any material bondage of those who are one-pointedly submitted to him. There he is telling that Ascharya Rupa Nanachora Idri. Such a wonderful thief I have not seen, nor have I heard of ever. Have you heard any thief? Vallabhacharya is writing that he has not heard. But if you have heard, nobody. It's only Krishna. Therefore, Vedavyasa Muni was advised that you chant the glories of Hari for his pleasure and he will be there. He did, he got. If you do, you will get. Guru Maharaj used to say this. He has written Srimad Bhagavatam for the pleasure of the devotees and for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and he got Parananda, ultimate bliss he got. If you do, you will also get. Don't complain that I did, but Krishna is not merciful to me. Krishna is impartial. He is equal to everyone. He is not having any partiality. Vedavyasa Muni did. And I was talking about Dhruva. Dhruva did. Ambarish Maharaj did. Prahlad Maharaj did. They all got bliss. I am not getting bliss. Which means what? I am wrong. I am not doing in the way that it is to be done. Therefore, where is that mistake? That mistake is that I am not doing it for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. I am doing it as a formality. I am doing it for showing it off to others, or I am doing it for some material pleasure. Then how can we get peace? So, coming back to Vadanya, this is what Vadanya. Whatever people had asked for, he has supplied, Vedavyasa Muni. And ultimately, he has written Srimad Bhagavatam. And now who is Mahavadanya? Most magnanimous? Most magnanimous person is he who is asking you to loot whatever he has got. You open the doors, you break the doors, you break the gates, you take whatever you want. There is no stoppage. But still, his storehouse is not getting emptied. The storehouse is still remaining completely full. That is Mahavadanya. He has opened the floodgates. He has opened the gates of Krishna Prema for everyone. And then he says, you drink as much as you want. And you distribute as much as you want. He says that I have sown the seed of Krishna Prem, and now it has given, it has become a very big tree, and it has given so many fruits. How many fruits will I eat? I will eat as much I can. The rest you please distribute. That's what the sadhus, the devotees, they are doing. They are plucking the prema fruit from the tree that Mahaprabhu had sown, and then they are distributing everywhere freely. They are all Mahavadanya. They are not saying that there is scarcity. Come, you take. There is no scarcity, you please come. But we are only, if we go there, then my material life will be finished. I cannot take care of this, I cannot do this. We are only binding ourselves. Therefore, here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has given 5 principal types of, devotion, and then he says, Taramadhe Sarvasreshta Nama Sankirtan. The best among all these things is Nama Sankirtan. Niraparade loile nam pave premadhan. He is telling that if you chant this holy name without offenses, pave premadhan, you will definitely get Krishna Prem. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most magnanimous incarnations, that which has not been given for several incarnations, by several incarnations, for several lifetimes, Anarpita Charim Chirat, for so much time this has not been given, Mahaprabhu has come to give that. And that he is telling that Krishna's name, chanting of the holy name of Krishna is topmost, and you don't have to do anything else. Nothing else needs to be performed. Simply chant the holy name. But this is very, very difficult for us. He has actually made this process very, very easy for all the living entities. But yet, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says, Etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. My dear Lord, your mercy sees no boundaries. Etadrishi tava kripa. You have showered so much. But Durdaivam idrisham iha janina anuraga. Yet, in spite of your so much mercy, it's Durdaiv, it's my misfortune that I have not got a trace of attachment to your holy name. Means, from his side, the Lord has not left anything to be given. But from our side, we have put our boundaries. The Lord is showering mercy, but we have put our vessels upside down. Will the vessel get filled? It cannot get filled, it's upside down. It will not get filled. Whatever mercy is falling, it's only falling outside. Therefore, we have to prepare our vessels. We have to make our vessels. We have to make ourselves eligible to receive that grace of Hari Guru Vaishnavas. Supreme Lord is all merciful, and Supreme Lord is all blissful. Anyone who comes in contact with him, he is going to remain eternally blissful and eternally peaceful. This is what our entire Gaudiya Guru Varga has come to, offer and distribute everywhere. Therefore, we should take this message very seriously and try to, devote ourselves at the feet of Gurudev, and then have to make our life successful in this very lifetime. Why do we want to wait for several lifetimes? I have time more, or I have to conclude? 7:20. I have some more time? Okay. Because I can go on speaking. So our Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Ulta Danga Junction, he is speaking on one of the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. Labdhva sudurlabhamidam bahusambhavante Manushya marthadam anityam apiha dhira turnam yate tanapate tanumrityu yavat nishreyashaya vishaya kalu sarvata syat. He is singing, Prabhupada is speaking on this verse. Labdhva sudurlabham. Labdhva means you have attained it. What? Sudurlabham. That is very, very difficult to attain. Idam, this body, bahu sambhavante. You have attained this after passing through so many births. Jalaja navalakshani, sthavara laksha vinshati, kremayo rudra sankhakam, pakshinam dashalakshaka, trinshan lakshani pashava, chatur lakshani manuva. There are 8.4 million kinds of species, out of which 8 million species are aquatics, etc., etc. But only 0.4 million, 400,000 human beings. Labdhva sudurlabham, after passing through so many, we have attained this human birth. Manushyam, this human birth, arthadam. Very, very meaningful. What kind of meaningful? Arthada means it can give artha. What artha? Paramartha. Supreme. Artha means our wants, desires, welfare. It can give paramartha, supreme welfare. Manushyam arthadam, it can give supreme welfare. But anityam. Anityam means it's temporary. Now the Lord has given us an opportunity, but we have to make hay while sun shines. Isn't it? There is saying, right, in English, make hay while sun shines. Don't repent later, oh, sun is gone. Make hay while sun shines. The Lord has given this human birth, and anityam, it's temporary. How long? 100 years. Any guarantee? Ukrainians, any guarantee? No guarantee. Everywhere, not only Ukraine. Corona. Every year something or other newer and newer things are coming. We don't have to stay assured, yes, I am going to live for 100 years, nothing is going to happen to me, nobody is going to disturb me. Sorry, sir, you have not understood yet. You have not understood. Everybody is thinking that he is going to live ahani bhutani gacchanti yamamandiram sheshasthirattam icchanti kim ascharyamatah param. When Yudhishthira Maharaj was inquired by Baka, Yaksha and Yudhishthira, there was a discussion between the two. It's a very wonderful narration. We will go through that some other time, not today. He asked, one of the questions is, what is most wonderful thing? Most surprising and wonderful thing. What? Taj Mahal. Yeah, there are 7 wonders. I don't know now, there are 8, I don't know. There are 7 wonders. The most wonderful thing. What is that? Eiffel Tower and China Wall and Taj Mahal. These are the wonders. So if anyone asks what is the wonder, today this is the wonder. After 100 years, 1000 years, wonders will change. No, wonder is this actually. I call this as wonder these days. This guy can attract anyone. This guy can kill anyone. So it's the most wonderful thing. So it's going to change anyway. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was asked, what is the most wonderful thing? And Yudhishthira Maharaj says, ahani bhutani gacchanti yamamandiram. Day and night, there are so many deaths. So many persons are dying. Those who have taken birth before me, they are dying. Those who have taken birth after me, they are dying. Those who have taken birth along with me, they are dying. Nobody can say that only those who are seniors, they are dying, my juniors are. No. Those who have taken birth before or after, no guarantee. There are so many who are dying inside the womb of the mother itself. Somebody, they are just coming out of the womb and then dying. Is there any guarantee? There is no guarantee. So he is telling that ahani ahani bhutani gacchanti amamandiram. Day and night, so many persons are dying. Seshasthiritam icchanti. But those who are living, they think that, oh, I am going to live for long. Kim ascharyamatah param, what is more wonderful than this? When Yaksha asks what is more wonderful, he says, what is more wonderful than this? That he is seeing that everyone is dying and he thinks that I am going to live for long. He says that this is the most wonderful thing. Now tell me, is this going to change after 100 years or 1000 years or 1 million years? This is an eternal wonder. This is going to be an eternal wonder. This Taj Mahal and these things are going to be finished. Something else will come and knock out Taj Mahal. But this wonder is going to remain as long as there is human race. Kim ascharyamatah, what is more wonderful than this, that people think that I am going to live? And they are living very, merrily. Nobody is serious that I am going to die the next moment, let me chant more. We are hearing day and night we are hearing. But when it comes to seriousness, okay, I am going to live. I mean, ask for yourself. I ask for myself. I know I am not so serious. If you are serious, then yes, spiritual welfare is immediately there next. So here, anityam, Srimad Bhagavatam says, this human birth you have attained, but this is anityam, this is temporary. Dhira. Therefore, a sober person, an intelligent person, turnam yateta na pateta anumrityu yavat. Turnam, immediately. Turnam means now, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or next hour, next minute. No, Turnam means now. Athato Brahma Jigyasa, now, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Let me just finish this work. I am in the middle of a job, I am in the middle of a project, I am constructing the house now, let this get over and I will stand. After construction of house, painting will come. After painting, something else will come and it will just go on and on. No full stop in this material world. That's why Srimad Bhagavat says, Turnam, now, either you do now or never. This is actually true. Either we do now or it's going to be never. So, Turnam yateta napateta anumrityavan, before the next death occurs. When is that? When does the next death occur? Parikshit Maharaj was very fortunate. He knew that he is going to die in 7 days. Very fortunate. Because he could prepare, of course. I know that I am going to die in 7 days. I am going to set off my things at home properly. I will write a will that, after me, he is my descendant. I have nominated this person, that person. Isn't it? I say Parikshit Maharaj is very fortunate. If that fortune comes and favors me, still I will be just like the same. So Parikshit Maharaj knew what is his death date. We know our birth date. We don't know our death date. Maybe today is our death date. Nobody knows. But here Bhagavatam says, that is why Dhira, a person sober, intelligent, what does he do? Before the next death occurs, means now, Turnam, Nishreyashaya. He will immediately engage himself for Nishreya. Nishreya means where there is certain welfare. The welfare is for sure. Nishreya. The benefit or the welfare is for sure. Nishreyashaya. He will endeavor for it. Why? Vishaya khalu sarvata syat. Material sense pleasures are there everywhere. Why a dog is not enjoying? A cat is not enjoying? They are also enjoying. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending, they are also enjoying so nicely. If whatever, comfort, whatever pleasure we get having a 6 or 7 hour sleep in an AC room with, blanket on and the fan turned on, not for the foreign devotees, for Indian devotees. Foreigners don't like this. I think they like more natural ambience. But, having a comfortable house and, beautiful accommodation and sleeping on a nice bed with a nice pillow, whatever happiness that I am deriving, the same, a poor dog on the side of a, street, he is sleeping and is deriving the same pleasure. Whatever I am whatever happiness I am deriving by eating pasta, pizza, and our Italian Mataji, she can prepare so nice items. Whatever we eat, whatever happiness we get by eating all those things, the same happiness dog is eating XYZ. Okay, you know what it is. So, the pleasure that a dog or a cat or a hog is deriving by eating what he thinks is best is the same as what we get by eating what we think is the best. What is the difference then? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesha. If there is any difference between the humans and other creatures, it is dharma. What is dharma? Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Whatever the Lord has ordered, that is dharma. What did the Lord say? Man mana bhavamat bhakto. Please become my devotee. That is what is the order. So what is dharma? Following the order of Krishna is dharma. Becoming a devotee of Krishna is dharma. So what is the difference between a human and others? It is just that humans can become devotees or they can worship where they belong to, whereas dogs, cats and these things cannot do. Therefore, Vishaya khalu sarvata syat, this material sense enjoyment is available everywhere. Therefore, an intelligent person thinks that what is not available in those birds is available in the human bird, and this human bird may go away any time. Any moment I may lose this, therefore I shall immediately engage myself in the worship of Supreme Lord. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur spoke on this verse for 30 days, 1 month. I don't think I spoke even for 30 minutes on this. Prabhupada spoke for 30 days, for 1 full month on this verse. He says, I am not satisfied. If there is more time, I could speak for more. When during this time, 2 persons from Scottish Church College in Calcutta, they came because that was during a festive moment, a festival was going on. So they wanted to come and see, oh, beautiful decoration, lights and exhibitions are there, let us go and see. 2 students, they came along with their books. And then Prabhupada is at the time speaking Harikatha, particularly on this verse. And then they thought, okay, Swamiji is there, Sadhu is there, let us sit and hear. And then Prabhupada, while speaking Harikatha, Turnam, now, just now you stop everything and perform bhajan. These people were saying, what is this? No, we just came to see what's going on here. He is saying, now you perform bhajan? What is this? Then Harikatha, after he says, now you perform bhajan. Then they say, no, we have to go home. We have our books. We just came from the college. What will happen if you die on the way? Are you sure that you will reach your house? Prabhupada is not an ordinary preacher. Is there any guarantee or surety that you are going to reach your house? What kind of sadhu is he? Is he cursing us or is he blessing? What is he saying? The sadhu is supposed to bless. Is he cursing or what? Then they thought, okay, let us find some ways to escape from this person. You see, if our house is at fire, we have to go and stop it. No. You don't have to stop, you stay here. Our house is burning and you are saying that you don't have to stop the fire, extinguish the fire? No need. Swamiji, if we don't extinguish the fire of our house, the neighboring houses are going to catch fire. If the entire, the street or the apartments, they will be burnt. Prabhupada says, let the entire world burn. Let the entire world burn. What will you lose? What is there to lose for you? Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochatina. You are Brahma bhuta. You are coming from Brahman. You are not Jagat bhuta. You are not of this world. You are not by this world. And you are not for this world. You are Brahma bhuta. You are from Brahman. Therefore, you should remain for Brahman. Let the entire world burn. You know what happened? Those 2 students stayed there in the mud. Never went back. They stayed there and served Prabhupada lifelong. They became his sannyasi disciples, and then they preached his message everywhere. Because Prabhupada has, preached in such a manner that the emergency of Harikatha was conveyed. We don't understand the emergency of the situation. We think that, this is the emergency, this is the need of the hour, this is this. But the need of the hour is Harikatha. We have to declare an emergency situation in the entire world that it is the time for everyone to stop everything, sit and listen Harikatha. This is an emergency situation. In India it's called Section 144. I don't know what it is in your country. Section 144. There is no one, all activities stopped, just sit at home. So that is the need of the hour. That is the situation that everyone should sit and only listen Harikatha, nothing else. This is what Prabhupada had said. We have to understand, Turnam now. Why wait for the next moment? Now, I will just mention one pastime of my most revered Gurudev associated with this particular thing, and then I will stop it because I think I have spoken for a long time. So before your mind start going everywhere, it happens. Material mind, materialistic people. You're not materialistic people. I'm sorry to say so, but mind is like once when will we leave? We have nice food to eat, and it's getting late. So I won't let that happen. But I will just mention one pastime, just to see, or for me, for my own personal purification, I'll remember this pastime, because how sadhus are so merciful. The sadhus, Prabhupada's mercy we have seen, how mercifully he has stopped them from going back to materialistic life, and then made them stay at mutt and perform bhajan. But I will here narrate one more. One time I got a fortune to be a servant of Most Revered Srila Gurudev, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. So His Divine Grace would dictate some answers to devotees' letters, and then I would write them and then send to the devotees over email. And then and also he would engage me in various other services. So one of the principal services was communicating with the devotees. So devotees would ask questions, and then I would get answers from Gurudev and reply to the devotees. So one devotee has asked about Jiva Tattva. Please elaborate or explain about Jiva Tattva. Then Guru Maharaj, as soon as he heard this question, he became very, very alert. Alert meaning, usually in the afternoon I used to ask questions. After his lunch, I used to ask questions because he would sit relaxed, and then that's the leisure time I would get from him. Rest of the time he is busy writing, reading, or doing japa and answering, meeting with the devotees, preaching. So after lunch in the afternoon, he is sitting little relaxed on his easy chair like this. And then I asked, there is a question from Jiva Tattva. Immediately he put his back in a straight posture, became very alert to give an answer. Very nice question. He says, one has to know from the life of King Bharat. King Bharat, he has left everything, his family, his friends, his kingdom, he left everything for the worship of Supreme Lord. He gave up everything and he entered into forest. But inside the forest, he was performing his meditation, and then he saw a deer. A deer in the forest, a she deer, she is pregnant, and then she suddenly heard the roar of a lion. When she heard the roar of a lion, she was a little frightened, and then she jumped. There is a water body, and then she jumped over that water body, and then at that time she gave birth to a baby. So the baby fell in the water, and the she deer, by jumping on the other side, she gave up her life. She is finished. So the baby is in the water body, and here Bharat is sitting and meditating, and he saw that this baby deer is in the water and mother is dead. Therefore, he immediately started taking care of the deer. He started taking care of the deer, and then slowly, what happens, as it happens always, that attachment starts getting built up. The more we serve, the more attachment we will get towards it. We are serving Krishna, but our attachment is not going there. But when we serve material persons or material relations, our attachment will grow there. Reason is very simple, because I know my relation here. I have still not understood my relation there with Krishna. Oh, Krishna is God. Okay, I will do. But if Krishna is not satisfied, what will happen? I don't know. But if a husband is not satisfied, if my wife is not satisfied, I know what's going to happen. So better be alert. So I am serving them nicely. And if I serve them, my attachment to them will go on building. So here it happened with Jada Bharat also, or King Bharat. He is Jada Bharat in his next life. So King Bharat, he started serving the baby deer, and then slowly his attachment started increasing. And then when the baby is sitting on meditation, but he's thinking, oh, where is the deer gone? Where is it gone? Just like, we have a small baby. We are chanting holy name, and oh, hey, come here, sit here. Hare Krishna, hey, come here, sit here. Hare Krishna, come here, sit here. What is this? Just at least finish the Mahamantra once. Because our mind is more there. So here the same thing has happened with Bharat also. He is now meditating, but always worried about the deer. Then after that, grown up, and then now the time has come for Bharat to give up the body. But when he was giving up the body, he was thinking, now the mother is not there for the deer. Even if now I am also gone, who will take care of the deer? Now Krishna is the caretaker. Krishna is the protector. Krishna is all in all. But we falsely think that we are the doers, we are the caretakers, we are the sustainers, we are the protectors, we are the maintainers. So, while thinking about the deer, he became a deer in the next birth. But because he performed Hari Bhajan, he could remember that he had left his family for a purpose, but because of his attachment to the deer, he became a deer. Therefore, in the next birth, rather than associating with the other deers, he associated with the sadhus. He stayed at the saintly person's hut. He ate prasad, only that. Now we have a dog in our mutt. I don't know if you have seen. It's a dog. The dog is, always moving in the mutt. But that fellow knows that I should not go into the temple. He will not go into the temple. He will not go into the prasadam hall. But when the prasad bell rings, he is waiting outside where after taking prasad everyone goes. He is not coming to the prasad hall, but he waits. After eating prasad, we are going in a path, and then he is waiting there for kheer prasad, rice prasad, roti. He is a roti specialist. He will only eat roti. He will only eat roti. He will not eat rice. And with kheer. A very specific choice. He must be Gaudiya Math, brahmacharya sannyasi in his previous birth, for sure. She actually, a female dog. And, she will, dog is always like, wagging the tail, because, or the dog wants to say that I am your servant, please give me something. So, and that dog, I have seen, that dog is coming, and now he is staying next to Guru Maharaj Samadhi, Param Guru Maharaj Samadhi. He does not even go to Guru Maharaj Samadhi. You see him always at Param Gurudev Samadhi. And we cannot drive him also, because he's such a cool fellow. If you go there, he will automatically go away from there. You don't have to, throw a stone at him or anything. He knows that this person doesn't like me, so let me go away from here. But he will look every 5 minutes. Is the person still there? Oh, not there. Okay, now I'll sit back at my place. And mind you, he will not make the place dirty. No urination, no stool passing. If anything, he will go elsewhere and then do it, and he will come and sit at the place of Samadhi. Definitely, it must be for having some sanskaras. some previous good deeds, must be a brahmachari or sannyasi, and then some desires are unfulfilled, and then he is only moving inside. And then some Maharaj are Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Bhau. Means Jai. Paramaratam Shri Guru Maharaj ki Bhau Bhau. Jai. So she's such a cool, devotee, I should say. Anyway, so here in the next birth, he became a deer, and he's in the sadhu's ashram. I'm sorry. And he's in the sadhu's ashram, always thinking about, meditating about the Supreme Lord. Guru Maharaj says, while thinking about the material things, when death will come, we don't know. Therefore, be alert. Now, Bharat has got an opportunity in the next birth. Even though he was a deer, he could remember that he was a devotee in the past. There is no surety that we will get human birth again. And even if we get some other birth, whether we will have our previous impressions or not, there is no guarantee. Therefore, one should not waste this human birth. Now, Guru Maharaj explained all this, and then time is, getting, quickly running. I wanted Guru Maharaj to take rest, because, that's his afternoon, little rest hour. So then I told, okay, Guru Maharaj, I will tell this, and then I will compile this and then show it to you after you wake up from your rest period, and then after that, as per your corrections, I'll make and then send. But I have seen Guru Maharaj's unwillingness to get up from the chair, stop answering the question further, and sleep. He had no desire to sleep, because he is just showering his mercy more and more. He wants to shower his mercy more. He says, just now the verse we spoke, Labdva Sudurlabham Idam Bahu Sambhavanta, we heard the meaning of it. After passing through several births, one have got this human birth. Therefore, immediately, without wasting a second, one should engage in Hari Bhajan, because in every birth, there is all materials as gratificatory desires possible. You should write this. I said, Guru Maharaj, okay, you please take rest. But I saw Guru Maharaj still not, wanting to get up. Therefore, I have switched off the light, very tactfully. I switched off the light, and then I lifted him from the chair, and then I put him on the bed. I turned on the AC, and then I offered obeisances, came out of his room. Now, Guru Maharaj said Turnam immediately, but my immediate thing is computer. Sit on the computer and do some emails, chattings, this and that. This is what we do. So I am doing these things. And then, in the next 5 minutes, Guru Maharaj rings the bell. Within 5 minutes. So I, open the door and then go inside the Guru Maharaj's room. Yes, Guru Maharaj. You see, Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, spoke on this verse for 1 month. For 1 month he spoke on this verse continuously. You should write this. That this verse is very, very important in Srimad Bhagavatam. He spoke for one month. I said, okay, Guru Maharaj. I came out, and then I started doing again something else. Then again the next bell goes. I go inside. 2 persons from Scottish Church College, they had come to meet Prabhupada, and then entire narration that you heard a while ago. He said everything. Then they stopped going back to their house. They stayed at the house, and then they performed, bhajan. You should write this. They should understand the importance of human birth. Jalaja Navalakshan, he explained that. They should understand the importance of this human birth. You should write this. I said, okay, Guru Maharaj, you please take rest. I will do all this, and then I'll show it to you after you wake up. I came out of the room. Again, same story. I'm sitting on the computer to do my useless things. And then, this time the bell does not ring. The door itself opens. Guru Maharaj personally gets up from the bed. He opens the door, and then he is just standing on the edge of the door, just like, neither this side nor that side. He is just standing on the side of the door, and then he says, Prahlad Maharaj says that Kaumara acharet pragyo dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham deho tadapi adhruvam artadam. Prahlad Maharaj said that this Hari Bhajan should be performed from Kaumara, from a very, very young age. Because this human birth is tadapi adhruvam arthadam. Adhruvam means anytime it will be gone. Dhruva means steady, stable. Adhruva means unsteady. In Sanskrit, a means negative, no. So adhruva means unsteady. This human birth will go anytime. But arthadam, it can give supreme. Therefore, you should write this also. You know what happened with me? That was the moment I could see the whole world of compassion in the face of Srila Guru Maharaj. That we are not as serious to take the message he has come to give. He has come all the way from Golok Dham to give this message to us. He is so serious. It's just a question, what is Jiva Tattva? I know so many things about Jiva Tattva, I'll just simply answer it. But the seriousness with which the Guru, the Sadhu, the Vaishnavas, the seriousness with which they want to give this, or with which they want to shower mercy upon us, are we that serious to receive their mercy? Are we ready for such a compassion that he is thinking that I have 2 times rang the bell? Now if I ring the 3rd time, he is a young fellow, so young fellows get crazy very quickly. So let me go myself and explain him the urgency is still on the computer, doing some things. What message he will give to others? I am supposed to type what has Guru Maharaj told, translate, type it and send to others. But I myself, who have received a direct order from him, I myself have not acted upon the teaching yet. What message I am going to give to others? So probably this was the reason, or probably to explain to all of us that what these personalities have come to offer to us, this is the greatest compassion we can even think of. What he will receive if we perform Hari Bhajan, what he will get. That he is worrying so much about our welfare, he is not sleeping, and then he is repeatedly thinking about our welfare. What he will get if I am doing bhajan? Means these sadhus, the pure devotees, they are doing everything causelessly. Nothing they want in return. So many persons have approached Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, I want to serve you. How can I serve you? How can I serve you? Guru Maharaj will simply say, chant Harinam from the core of your heart. What he will get? I give massage to him, he will be happy. I will prepare nice food to him, he will be happy. But core Krishna's name, chant Krishna's name from the core of your heart. What message they have come to deliver, what seriousness they have to bring us all on the platform of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, what kind of compassion and causeless mercy they have, and where we are. He has told this, and then now he goes to bed, not sure he slept or not. He goes to bed, and after 1 hour I finished drafting. Now I understood Turnam means what. What is the meaning of immediate? I understood then. Then immediately I started drafting, and then I have shown it to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj made some corrections, because Guru Maharaj is such that how much ever proofreading you do, how much ever you think that is perfect, you go to him and then, what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. So then Guru Maharaj made me do some corrections, and after that he said, you send this answer not only to the questioner, send it to everyone. Everyone should understand the seriousness of this message. What compassion! Can I think? Can I imagine what they have come to offer? I cannot even imagine in the remotest part of my brain. I can't. So he says, send it to everyone. Everyone should understand the seriousness of this human birth. It has not ended there. He would inquire from me Did everyone receive this message? Did they go through? Did they reply anything? Do they have more questions in connection to this? I want to explain on this if they have any more concerns on this. Such a compassion, such a mercy, it's beyond words. Actually, no material words, no material speech, and no material man or a woman, person can, even, talk about it. Such is what they have come to offer in this material world. Therefore, if we take this message of our Guru Varga seriously, and then certainly, for sure, our life will be a great success within this very lifetime. We don't have to wait for several lifetimes. So with that, I want to conclude. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to remember all that Guru Maharaj had told and all that Guru Maharaj had performed. Not all, but at least some of them. So thank you very much, Bhanumati, for giving me an opportunity, and Damodar Prabhu also, and all you devotees, because I heard that Harikatha, manifests depending upon the listener's seriousness. It's not speaker's greatness, it's the greatness of the listeners. They are extracting from the speaker. So it is you, who have made me speak, or Guru Maharaj made me, speak for whatever you had desired from within. So I certainly see this because, I am feeling very blissful coming here and, be in the middle of all of you. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Some kirtans, Mahamantra maybe? Yeah? Someone wants to speak? I'm sorry, I have taken everyone's time, I believe. Oh, it's 8. I've taken everyone's time. So maybe Mahamantra. Someone wants to say, I'm okay. Prabhu, you want to say something?
Maharaj, very nice class.
Hare Krishna.
And I had some association with the Maharaj.
Yes.
And so I can feel him coming through you, the guitar that is coming. It's like listening to Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
I told Bhanumati that I want Madhukar Prabhu to speak, but maybe 5-10 minutes for the.
I think also the kids have to go to school tomorrow morning.
Okay, it's getting late. Okay. Then we want to hear from you some Harikatha, Kirtan, Mahamantra Kirtan from you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Jaya Sachinandan, Gaura Hare, Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hare, Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Sakashara Shila Prabhupada, Sakashara Shila Prabhupada, Sakashara
जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंच तत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा माधव जीव की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। शिष्य रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्त वत्सल भगवान नृसिंह देव की जय। भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति रक्षक क्षीरदेव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत नारायण महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणोद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति विज्ञान भारती महाराज की जय। पूजनीय त्रिदंडी पाद गण की जय। समागत हरि कथा श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to assembled devotees. हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
जय श्री भक्तेश्वरी परमात्मा के महाराज की
जय। प्रभु, will you take this?